Teal Mask Ogerpon might be the most powerful card in the entire format right now. With its ability to draw a card and accelerate an energy, you can put it in almost any deck. Today's partner is going to be Entei V, also with the ability to draw an extra card when it's in the active spot, and does 20 damage for each bench Pokemon that you have and your opponent has. That's why we're running the Area 0 Underdepths, which is activated by our Teal Mask Ogerpon. Another reason that card is so broken. There's a reason why that Regidrago V-Star is considered the best deck in the format. It has Teal Mask Ogerpon. Taking a look at the deck list, we do have the 4 Teal Mask Ogerpon EX. This is our main draw support along with the fleet-footed ability on the Entei V. As you can see, we only run 4 supporters that help us draw and judge, but mainly it's to disrupt our opponent. We also have Mew EX with the restart ability and Squawkabilly for the first turn draw power. Not a lot of draw power outside of the Trekking Shoes and our abilities, but we just don't need it. We're attacking so fast and so aggressively that most of the time, our opponent can't do anything about it. You can consistently take knockouts on big basic Pokemon like Raging Bolt, Roaring Moon, and even V-Star Pokemon like Regidrago. Very, very powerful deck, very fast deck, and a lot of fun to play. The answer for Charizard EX is going to be the Teal Mask Ogerpon. Its Myriad Leaf Shower does one-hit KO Charizard. Entei V takes knockouts on all the big basics. We have Latias EX here for the free retreat, and if you don't have Latias and you have Mew, you have a free pivot option between turns if your opponent takes a knockout. Obviously, Fezandipiti, broken card. You want to put this in almost every single deck that you can. Drawing 3 cards after your opponent takes a knockout is absurdly broken. Iron Bundles, sometimes a free boss's orders, allows you to push your opponent's single prize Pokemon potentially like Cleffa out of the active, and then they bring up a Regidrago V or a Teal Mask Ogerpon of their own, so you can take 2 prize cards. Squawkabilly, early game draw, really powerful. Don't always want to use Squawkabilly, just kind of depends on what your hand looks like. Sometimes you do need to use one of your 4 Nest Balls to go and grab the Squawkabilly, just so you can set up. Radiant Charizard, late game closer, offsets the prize trade, makes your opponent take 4 knockouts instead of just 3, and you're able to retreat the Radiant Charizard with the Latias EX ability to reset its Combustion Blast. Prime Catcher is the ace spec of choice. Want to be able to have that free pivot and the additional gusting option. We do play 3 bosses orders. You could potentially cut the Iron Bundle, just play a straight 4 bosses orders. You can never have too many bosses orders in a turbo deck like this Entei V and Teal Mask Ogerpon deck. We have the 4 Earthen Vessel. We want to find our Grass Energy to accelerate to Teal Mask Ogerpon as quickly as possible. We have the 4 Energy Switch to be able to switch the Grass Energy to Entei. We only need 2 energy to attack, 1 fire, 1 colorless, which is going to be the Grass Energy. You do prefer to go second. You like to be able to take those knockouts very quickly. Going first isn't all that bad, especially with all the setup decks. Delaying their evolution by 1 turn can help you out. The 4 Area 0 Underdepths is just a must-have with the Teal Mask Ogerpon, pushes your bench size to 8, and then you're doing huge damage with Entei V, taking big knockouts on V-Stars and some Stage 2 EX Pokemon. Trekking Shoes helps us draw through the deck. Sometimes, back-to-back Trekking Shoes, it seems like you always get those when you're playing on live. Our only Pokemon search is 4 Nest Ball, 2 Ultra Ball, so if your opponent is able to get rid of your Area 0 Underdepths and you have a full bench, it's really hard to recover those Pokemon, so be very mindful of how much damage you actually need to do against your opponent. If you're playing a Raging Bolt deck, only put the necessary amount of Pokemon into play to be able to take a knockout. So if they get rid of your stadium, you don't lose Pokemon in the process. We only have 2 Night Stretcher to recycle Pokemon. Most of the time it's to recycle your Fezandipiti EX. Your opponent will target down your Fezandipiti to get rid of your draw power, and you do want to get that back because the draw power is so important. So 2 Night Stretcher here. You could go down to 1 Night Stretcher, 1 Super Rod, but most of the time you're taking prize cards so aggressively, you just don't need to do it. 1 Super Energy Retrieval. You want to be able to get back your Grass Energy and your Fire Energy. Being able to get back 4 of them just helps so much with your draw power. Fleet-footed and Teal Dance being your main draw support with Judge as the disruption. Energy Retrieval's fine, but you don't really want to only get 2 energy back. I know the discarding 2 is not great, but sometimes you just need those 4 energy cards. 2 Bravery Charm, 2 Force Seal Stone. 4 Seal Stone is a must-have. If you prize it, you're having a bad time. You really like to see this card early in the game. Gets you whatever card you want when you attach it to your Entei V. Play 2 of them just so you don't prize it. It's so important. You have to run at least 2 of them. If you prize it, you're almost always going to have a bad time. 2 Brave Charm, you like to put these on your Entei V, 1 on Entei V, and then kind of 1 on whichever basic Pokemon that's on the bench that's being targeted by damage counters, like with Dragapult decks or with Dusknoir. Any of those decks that use the damage counters, you can use the Brave Charms to mess up their prize race and their prize trade that they're trying to get on you. Putting it on Mew EX can help a bit. You know, going up from 180 to 230 is a big deal. Same with Fezandipiti, you can put it out of knockout range for some of the basic Pokemon. 280 HP on an Entei V is just really nice. It's the same as a V-Star Pokemon that you have to evolve without having to evolve it. Overall, just very straightforward deck, very turbo. You want to just start attacking immediately. Very linear deck. There's not a whole lot that you can do to kind of cheese your opponent. You're just straight attacking, using boss's orders to take out support Pokemon as quickly as you can, and just running your opponent over before they can get set up. Take the deck list, try it for yourself. We're going to hop into some matches, show you how it plays. We're going to start Entei just so we have the fleet-footed. All right, Thorns is fine. Thorns is completely fine. So we don't need Teal Mask this game, do we? Let's see if they're playing Dragapult or if this is just straight Iron Thorns. It looks like Dragapult, which is way better for us because they're going to load up their bench here, which means that we can load up our bench in return. So maybe getting rid of that Teal Mask Ogerpon wasn't the best thing to do there. Let's go ahead and bring up a Dreepy. That way we can get our fleet-footeds off here. There's the Energy Switch, so we can go ahead and Teal Mask for an additional card. There's the Mew. Man, we're rolling right now. All right, go ahead and restart for 2 more. Nest Ball, love to see it. We're gonna go ahead and grab the Iron Bundle because they're gonna push up the Iron Thorns again. Take out the Dreepy, force them to put down something else besides this Dreepy on their bench. They're gonna try and limit their bench space to limit the damage output here. They don't want us taking a 1-hit KO on the Thorns. Let's see what they can do though. This is why Iron Bundles is just so valuable. Iron Bundle is just, it's kind of busted, honestly. Like some matches, you're just like, man, why is Iron Bundle even in my deck? And then in other matches, you're like, I would be losing without Iron Bundle. Like we would have done absolutely nothing last turn without Iron Bundle. It would have just been basically like a draw pass type of scenario. Counter Catcher. Oh no, they're gonna take out my Iron Bundle. That's kind of scuffed, man. It's kind of cringe, not gonna lie. All right, we're gonna go ahead and take out their other Dracloak on the bench. No reason to really do anything else. The next turn, if they bring up Entei V here, we just have Energy Switch and another energy in hand. Trekking Shoes, love to see it, love to see it. Let's take the Brave Charm. All right, let's take out their other Dracloak. Let's leave them with the single Iron Thorns, make them regret their choice to play this deck. They're definitely going to be regretting their choice to play Iron Thorns Dragapult. Yeah, there's just no reason to even continue playing at that point. Iron Bundle won us that game right there. Go up to 9-3. I'm honestly just having so much fun playing this deck. Normally we only do 10 matches, but I mean, until I stop having fun with this deck, I think I'm just going to keep going. That was just a busted game right there. Like, just boss's orders, and they just had no Pokemon search, nobody buddy poppins or anything. They also had to limit their bench, because if they got too many Pokemon on the bench, then we're just taking knockouts with Entei on their Iron Thorns and giving up easy prize cards. That was the first Dragapult we've played all day, and just completely rolled it. All right, our opponent's choosing who goes first. Letting us go first. We have another deck choosing to go second. Always makes me worried. They're going to be playing like Miraidon or something like that. This would have been a really good starting hand. 2 mulligans. That's wild. 3 mulligans. We play a ton of basics. Well, if this is a Miraidon deck, then they're going to have everything they need. Let's see. That's crazy. 3 mulligans. How many basics do we play again? More than enough. Oh, this is going to be fun. Let's go ahead and Trekking Shoes to start. We honestly have to keep all of our energy switches. This is going to be like a counter catcher type deck. Not the best start. Not the best start at all. Pass. We don't want to bench the Iron Bundle because if they use Boss's Orders and bring it up, then we're probably not going to be attacking the next turn because we'll need that energy to retreat it. We'll just put the Iron Bundle down next turn. Is this like an Azelf deck? Is this the... Yep. Azelf and Uxie deck. Yeah, they're going to put 2 damage counters on our Pokemon here, but we don't have any Pokemon in our bench. We just have the Entei, so they're only doing 2 damage to one of our Pokemon. Until they get all the snow runts and everything going, that is just not doing enough damage. We honestly don't even need to bench anything else yet. Yeah, there's the Azelf. We can severely limit what this Azelf deck can do by just not benching very many Pokemon. All right, let's go ahead and Trekking Shoes to start. Keep that. We'll keep that. We're getting everything. We just need to keep everything, don't we? I think we're going to Judge here. Yeah, let's go ahead and Judge. We might, if we get another Entei V, we'll bench it. But other than that, we don't really need... Wow. Wasn't expecting to get all Pokemon there. I guess after the 3 mulligans, they felt sorry for me. Honestly... They're going to be doing what? 10, 20, 30, like 60 damage total. That's like max damage for them. All right. We'll probably force Seal Zone for another Entei. I know that sounds crazy, but we really just need to have just attackers on board with very, very few damage counters being put in play. We may use the Force Seal Zone to also go grab a Boss's Orders and just take out the snow runs. We don't want them to be able to build up a lot of damage very, very quickly with this Painful Memories. Painful Memories puts 2 damage counters on each, so if we had, you know, 5 bench Pokemon here, they would be putting 100 damage counters out, 120 on the active, and then they would be able to attack with this and just do crazy amounts of damage. Yeah, there's the counter catcher. We knew that that was going to be their play. I think as long as we don't overbench, there's just not a lot they can do here. So we're going to have 2 damage on us. And this does 10 damage for each damage counter. So if we get a Brave Charm here, we're just kind of sitting pretty, aren't we? We'll see what we get off top deck and off of Fleet-Footed. We may just not play another card the whole match, the whole rest of the match, other than like Brave Charm onto our Entei here. All right, let's go ahead and Fleet-Footed. There's a Fire Energy. I don't think we need to even attack here. We do need to attack. I don't think we need to bench anything else for like 2 more turns. We're going to go ahead and put this down just so we have the Energy Switch option later. We'll just go ahead and keep taking knockouts here. We could have grabbed the Boss's Orders and taken out the Frostlass, but I think if we just keep taking out all of their attackers, it doesn't really matter. So they're doing a max of 40 damage this turn. Yeah, there's the Iono, which is why we attached that extra energy. I hope they use the Iono. That would be great. All right, they're going to grab the Snow Runts. We just have to take 6 prizes before they take 6 prizes here. We have to limit their damage output. All right, can they get to a knockout next turn? So that'll be 80. Yeah, we have to get another Pokemon on the bench here. Or a Brave Charm. If we have a Brave Charm, then we're okay. I think we're just going to Judge. Nah, I don't want to Judge. Well, we have to. All right, go ahead and Judge. See if we can get the Entei off of Trekking Shoes. We cannot. There's the Brave Charm we've been looking for. go ahead and hit Fleet-Footed. Of course, we get all of our Enteis now. All right, go ahead and start Alchemy. I think with us benching this Entei here, they will have a knockout with this Azelf, which is completely fine. Yep, we would have lost. We had to bench his Entei here. Man, our top deck was a Fire Energy. That's all we needed. That's all we needed. Wonder what they're gonna do here, because if they attack with this, that just kind of, I know they're gonna get a knockout here, but that's damage. All right, going into, I think we could take 3 prizes before they take 2 more knockouts, right? Yeah, we're fine. We're chilling. There's Night Stretcher, so we do have the guaranteed attack. This is one of those matches you really got to think about, because they're going to do 30 here, so we'll have 80, 110. They double the damage. I think we're fine, right? Yeah. We probably could have just went after all the Frostlass just to stop their damage completely. Looking back on it, that might have been the correct play. They did have Lana's aid, though, so it could have just kind of been futile. If they have another counter gain Azelf, we might be in trouble. If they get the Arven here, they almost guaranteed to have it, right? They whiffed the Poke Gear. As long as they don't have an Arven, we're fine, right? There's the Poffin. Grab another Azelf. Iono's completely fine. That's not great. We might have to bench the Ogerpon, unfortunately. But I think we got it. I think as long as we have one more attacker, then we got it. This is a fun deck. I like this deck. But as long as you don't overbench, I think it's kind of just a free matchup. All right, we're going to fleet. Do we bench everything here? Because it doesn't really matter. They can't take enough prizes, right? Yeah. Let's just go ahead and restart. They can't take enough prizes, so it doesn't matter. Exactly what we needed. Go ahead and Teal Dance here. We just need another attacker for next turn. There's Boss. I think we just take the Azelf, right? I don't even think they can attack without. I don't even think they'll have an attack. But we have the Ogerpon next turn. I think I'm overthinking this. I think it's kind of just wrapped up already. We can Teal Dance and manual attach to get our 3 energy here and just have the attack. They're going to be doing some pretty big damage if they get that Azelf down, though. That's 20, 40, that's 190. Be doing 220 damage with Azelf, single prize attacker. That's really good. All right, there's Hazel. This is one of those matchups that just kind of drags on, and then once it's done, you don't even want to play anymore. I'm gonna go take a nap, I think. But it's a very linear deck, but you can make plays like this to just, it's not really outsmarting your opponent. That's a very strong attack. Honestly, didn't expect them to have Blood Moon or Saluna in this deck. We could lose straight up to Blood Moon Ursaluna here. That's crazy. We could straight up lose to Blood Moon Ursaluna. We need to do 230 damage. We do want to keep the Judge in hand. I was thinking about just dumping everything there to try and get a boss's orders potentially. Or we just win with Radiant Charizard. That's fine too. Go ahead and grab a Night Stretcher or a Fire Energy. We'll just grab our Fire Energy here. And we'll swing back with our Radiant Charizard on the... oh, we already manually attached. Losing my mind. We do have to put this in the active though. All right. As long as they don't... As long as they don't have, what, Prime Catcher? Yeah, they need Prime Catcher or Switch Cart here. Switch Cart, Boss's Orders, or Prime Catcher to win. Have they played an A-Spec yet? It'd be really weird if they played Prime Catcher, right? Got me a little worried. Got me a little worried. All right, that's game. We kind of got lucky there, I'm not going to lie. I honestly, the Judge, there was no shot that we should have got the Force Seal Stone and Radiant Charizard off of the Judge. I didn't even consider it. All right, we'll take the last prize card with Radiant Charizard. The Blood Moon Ursaluna caught me off guard, not going to lie. It's kind of a weird card to put in that deck when it doesn't seem like they play any switches, so it just gets trapped like it did. Just don't overbench and it's free, right? All right, we're going to play until we lose another match. We're going to keep playing until we lose another match. See how far we can take this. We're going to go first. We don't know what our opponent's playing. I know this is a kind of like a turbo deck where you want to be swinging immediately, but the more I play it, just the more it feels like you honestly should just go first to kind of scout out what your opponent's doing. All right, Lugia. This is a great example of not knowing what your opponent's playing and being careful. We're going to dump a lot of stuff here, aren't we? Oh, man. All right, Squawk and Seas. We need some help. We got it. All right, grab the Teal Mask Ogerpon. Go ahead and Teal Dance number 1. We're going to go ahead and retreat into the Entei just so we can use fleet-footed. If this is Lugia, there's no shot they're attacking. So this should be a very safe play. Prime Catcher to go after their lone Lugia. That's what we love to see. That's what we love to see. Ooh, Grass Energy. Unexpected. Not Lugia. All right, what do we got? Sinistcha. I have not played against Sinistcha in a long time. Another damage counter deck. Plays Ogerpon. Load up the Ogerpons and swing with Weirdeer. It's kind of like what we're doing. We're utilizing the broken Teal Mask Ogerpon. But they've already got 4 prize cards on deck here. And their big EX is weak to fire. So we should be fine to finish up the game with Radiant Charizard at the very least. I'm very tempted just to go after the Teal Mask here. Let's go ahead and Trekking Shoes, see what we pull. We're going to keep that. Just so we can draw one more with Teal Dance and have the guaranteed attack on top of it, even after we whiffed the energy on all the draws. But we did not. We got it. All right, we're at 160. Yeah, we're going to go ahead and just take out the Ogerpon here. No reason not to. I think we have to prioritize. We have to prioritize getting down another Entei because we've only got 2 in the deck. So it's unlikely we're going to end up seeing that at all for the rest of the match, honestly. And then there's a Nest Ball. Perfect. Go ahead and grab the Latias so we can't get trapped. And we have Judge for next turn. Actually, we have Judge for this turn. We haven't played a supporter yet. It's crazy. So many moving parts with this deck, man. 4 Judge. That's our only draw support outside of abilities and Trekking Shoes. And we're basically getting everything right here. It's kind of nuts. Yep. We would have got there if we would have just wanted to take out the Weirdeer and then use the Prime Catcher at a later time. But I think this is one of those matchups where we don't really have to think too hard. It's kind of like that damage counter deck we just played, where I'm more worried about the opponent's skill level and them being really good at the game, when in reality, it's probably not the truth. They're just playing fun decks to have fun, like I am. This is not a top tier meta deck by any means. It's just a really fun deck to play. You get tired of playing like Regidrago and all the really, high-end decks sometimes where it's just, you're not really paying too much attention. Honestly, I'm not really paying too much attention. I should have put down the Fezandipiti, so if they bumped our stadium, we could have gotten rid of the Squawkabilly. It's a misplay on my part. But like I said, this isn't a super serious tournament or anything like that. We're just having fun with some Turbo Entei V. Let me know what you guys think of this deck if you try it out, or if there's changes you would make. Let me know what kind of changes you guys would make. I'm always open to hearing, maybe it needs more draw support. Maybe we should play some Ionos instead of the Judge. Let me know what you guys think. We play the Judge over the Iono because we just don't want to give our opponent 6 cards after we take a 2-prize knockout. Not even sure. Put 4 damage counters on your opponent's Pokemon in any way you like. That's interesting. So we just go after... How much are we doing here? We're doing a lot. We're doing enough to take out the Fezandipiti. Let's do that. All right, we're going to restart, draw 3, then we'll use Fleet-Footed to draw 1 more. We can get a hold of Fezandipiti. We'll be drawing even more cards. Actually, we won't. They didn't take a knockout. You know what? We're going to go ahead and grab it. We can always dump the Teal Mask and the Squawkabilly if we have to. All right, just go ahead and swing for the knockout here. We're not going to Teal Dance. We're going to save that energy for next turn in case we need it to attack. Just take out all the support Pokemon, and hopefully we can win that way. Did I miss something on the Sinistcha EX that I should be worried about? Where is it at? Where's the Sinistcha EX? I know they dumped one, didn't they? That's okay. They're just putting too many liabilities in play. They're too far behind. I'm surprised they haven't conceded yet. Super Rod, not super worried about what our opponent can even do here. We could probably take 2 or 3 turns off, and we'd still be able to wrap this one up. Another jamming tower, wild. All right, let's dump this and this. How many? We got one Area 0 left. We got one Gust left in our deck. I don't think we can get there, but they're not doing anything either, so we can just attack, go down to one prize card, and then wrap things up with Radiant Charizard if we have to at the end. If we top deck the boss, that would be great, so we could just kind of put this one out of its misery. All right, there we go. All right, let's start with Flip the Script. We can see, what, 5, 6 cards here. Go ahead and Fleet-Footed. There's the Radzard. Teal Dance. We'll go ahead and bench the Radzard, put an energy on it. Energy Switch. Go ahead and play our last Area 0. Go ahead and throw down another Ogerpon. We're going to do the Teal Dance just to see if we can get Boss's Orders and win the game here. If not, we'll just go ahead and Judge and try again next turn. All right, we have Boss next turn just based off of having Nest Ball and 4 Seal Zone. Yeah, we're fine here. Brave Charm would have been nice right there. We probably should have went and grabbed a Brave Charm, but doesn't really matter too much. Boss's Orders was in the prizes the whole time. We've played too many matches today. I think this is going to be the last one. Yeah, they should get the knockout here, but then we just return KO with the Radzard. Pretty cool deck that they got. There's Iono. Doesn't really do a whole lot. We have so much draw power with Restart, Fleet-Footed, Flip the Script, that they're going to take a knockout here, but it doesn't really matter. Kudos for not giving up. It's going to come down to a 2 versus 1 prize card. Spill the tea. Brave Charm would have been a good play there, but we just didn't need it. Them taking a knockout does not matter. But the correct play was to go grab the Brave Charm. So we have draw power of what? We could get rid of these. 1, 2, 5. Energy 6. That's a lot. That's a lot of draw power. We're not playing too many. That's why we don't have to play a bunch of supporters. Crazy, man. Absolutely crazy. We just kind of keep rolling through these decks. Let me know what you guys think of the Entei V, Teal Mask Ogerpon Turbo deck utilizing Area 0 Underdepths. Do you guys think it's a, meta viable deck, or do you think I just kind of got lucky today? We did go 11-3 in our, 14 matches. That's kind of crazy. It's kind of crazy, not going to lie. Would you make any improvements to the deck list down below? Let me know in the comments. Make sure you check out the video right over here, and I'll see you in the next one.